Subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement can get complicated when sentences start getting more complex. This tutorial is here to help writers catch their mistakes. Let's start with simple sentences. Simple sentences have a subject directly followed by a verb. In this sentence, the dog run down the street. The subject is the dog and the verb is run. The subject and the verb do not agree in the sentence, and it should read, the dog runs down the street. The subject and verb now agree. Pretty easy, right? Let's try something a little harder now. Sentences with prepositional phrases. In these sentences, a prepositional phrase comes between the subject and the verb. An example of the sentence would be, 2 plates in the cupboard was broken. This sentence is incorrect. The verb was agrees with the noun cupboard instead of agreeing with the noun and the subject, which is 2 plates. The sentence should read, 2 plates in the cupboard were broken. Let's try another example. The neighbor who just got a new drum kit and is not very good at playing the drums like practicing late at night. The subject and the verb in the sentence do not agree. The verb like is agreeing with the drums instead of the neighbor who is the subject. The sentence should read, the neighbor who just got a new drum kit and is not very good at playing the drums likes practicing late at night. Sometimes the noun and the subject is collective. The rule you should follow here is if the subject agrees with itself, then you should use a singular verb, whereas if the subject does not agree, then you should use the plural verb. The staff likes the new boss. Here all the members of the staff agree with each other, so the singular verb is used. The staff disagree about what restaurant to go to for lunch. In this sentence, the members of the staff do not agree, so the plural verb is used. The same goes for the sentences, the board approves of the new changes made to the code of conduct. The board dislike the new changes made to the code of conduct. When the noun and the subject is uncountable, then it gets really tricky. Some of the nouns take singular verbs and others take plural. This is based on context. The nouns in these 2 sentences take the singular verb. Her courage is admired by everyone. Her advice is valued by all of her students. In these sentences, the subjects take the plural verb. The odds are not in our favor. The scissors are very sharp. Let's take a look at indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns are all very tricky. It is probably best to just memorize which pronouns take which kind of verb. The singular verbs are another, anyone, anything, each one, either, everybody, everyone, everything, little, many, a, more than one, much, nobody, no one, nothing, no one, other, somebody, someone, something, and each. Let's look at these pronouns in sentences. Another jumps into the pool. Somebody has stolen my purse. Nothing bothers me more than lying. Everyone likes my new dress. The pronouns that take plural verbs are both, few, many, others, and several. Examples of these pronouns are few go swimming when it's cold outside, many have to work on President's Day, several like to go biking on the trail. There are some pronouns that can take either singular or plural verbs depending on the context. These pronouns are all, any, each, more, most, none, plenty, some, such, either, and neither. An example of this is, some people are going to school, some is missing from the collection. In the first sentence, some is referring to separate people, so it takes the plural verb. In the second sentence, some is referring to a piece of a whole, so it takes a singular verb. The pronoun none can take either the singular or plural verb, depending on whether it is referring to not one or no to. None of the students did well in the assignment is using none as not one. None of the students agreed on the answer is using none as no to. Subject-verb agreement can get tricky, but you'll have an easier time figuring out the correct verb tense if you follow these rules.